Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be on the oil tank and how much they leak on these Sea-Doo 2-strokes and how I fix it and how I tried to fix it in the past and I couldn't get it to work. So that's what today's video is going to be about. So let's just quit talking about it, let's get into it. So a little bit of backstory: the grommets that fit in the bottom of the oil tanks have a tendency to not seal up very well. That's the only way to put it, I guess. And I've bought new ones before. I got one, two. I think that might even, yeah, that's a brand new one too. So I got 3 brand new ones, but I put brand new ones in the oil tank and they still leak. And I bought this HX over the winter, so it was sitting here for quite some time before I could get it on the water. But about every other day I was coming in here and wiping the path of oil that was coming out of the bottom of the oil tank because it just wasn't sealing up correctly at the bottom. So a lot of brainiacs out there said, well, put a new grommet in, it's fine. It doesn't. I've tried it, that doesn't work for me. I've tried RVT, like black RVT and copper RVT, and it doesn't stick to the plastic tank very well. And once you start moving it, it just loses its seal. The RVT's got to stick to something to seal. So RVT, I couldn't get that to work. I tried to JB welding this dang thing solid into the tank and then have the dual barb fitting in the bottom. Let that float a little bit, and that didn't make any difference either. It leaked out of that thing too as well. So I came up with a plan that's really, really cheap, very easy to do, especially on an HX. And so let me get into it and show you how I did it. If anybody wants some new grommets, I got some grommets. I'm not going to need them now after I show you this. This is how I'm going to fix everything. So the fit, I haven't messed with, I don't think I've ever put the O-rings in the top of the tank up here in this fitting. I've always only fixed the grommet at the bottom. And I guess on the HX might be a case where it wouldn't be a bad thing to do it on the top, because, you know, these things are never ride flat like my GTI where they just go straight and flat across the water. This thing here is, if it's going flat, something's not right. You're not riding it hard enough. But on these HXs, they're always tipped on its side, or you got a lot of G's in the corner, and so you could actually have some oil coming out the top somewhere along the line. So that looks like I got some oil that's dripping out the top. So yeah, maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. Anyway, let me zero in on this here. So if you take a look right in here, I actually have 2 O-rings in here. So I got one O-ring in between the rubber gasket and the tank, and then I have another O-ring between the rubber gasket and the fitting. Let me take this apart and show you a little bit better. Okay, so let's pull this out. Okay, so here is, yeah, I guess you can kind of see it. So here's one O-ring. So like I said, that one goes between the tank and the grommet. So let's hang on to that one. And I'll probably have to get a screwdriver to take this one apart. And here's the other O-ring. This one probably could be bigger. I don't know. But you can just, this is nothing special. You can go to a hardware store or Home Depot, or maybe even Lowe's has something like this. I don't know. I know Home Depot will have something like this. So I'll just slide that puppy on there. Oops. And then, actually, let me, wait, I don't want to put that on there yet. Hang on. So anyway, that's all there is to fixing it in my book. I've had this thing out, I don't know, 6 times I suppose this spring, and I've yet to have a drop of oil come out of this thing in the bottom of this, on the bottom of my hull. It's been amazing how well this works for just a couple bucks. So let me put this back in here. Stay. So got that there. Let's put this in here. Like so. All right. And that, my friends, is how I fix this. So anyway, quick fix, cheap fix. That's how I fix it. Alright, that's it. Done. She was fixed. So, thanks for watching. We'll catch up to you next time.